Alright, I'm just going to do a very quick tutorial for you today. I had wanted to do a pin tuck tutorial, and then I realized I don't have a pin tuck foot, so I guess I can't do that today. So as I was looking through which ones I did have, I noticed this one. This is a button foot, and maybe some of you have this and you don't know what it's really supposed to be for. I want to show you because it's so easy to sew on buttons. You don't have to do them by hand, and honestly it takes about half the time, probably less than half the time if you use your button foot. And basically all you do with the button foot is you turn, if you can, you turn the let me show you these things, these little grabby things, the feed dogs I believe they're called. You pull them, you push them down, and it's not, I think not all sewing machines can do this, but if yours does, then go ahead and turn them off. And mine requires some heavy arm power on my part, so I'm just going to go ahead. And then you want to put the fabric underneath your button foot, and then you want to place the button, you want to center it underneath the foot, and then you want to push your lever down so that it is keeping the button in place. And you want to make sure that the holes are visible. The holes should be like centered between these two little notches right here. Alright, and now what you want to do is set your machine to zigzag. My zigzag is number 4, so I did that right here. And then I'm going to start by placing it in. Right now I'm turning it by hand. I haven't pressed my foot on the pedal yet because I want to get a good idea of where the needle is going to go in so that it doesn't break my needle when it tries to sew and hits the button. So it looks like I have a good spacing between, and if your buttonholes are further apart, then what you want to do is set your stitch to be wider, and figure it out by, like I said, doing it by hand. And then when you think you've have it right, you can start sewing with the pedal. And just do a couple stitches, and then when you're done, lift up the needle and go forward just a little bit, like that, and then put it down and do the same thing that you just did. Do it by hand. Looks like it's right. And now just stitch. Oh, I just didn't turn the feed dogs off, that's why. So if you have feed dogs, then you can turn them off. Do that. And there it is. That was very simple. And if you have a whole bunch, you can do them right in a row without even cutting off the string until you get to the end. But when you do get to the end,